I start by sending my warmest greetings to all of you, in particular to the wonderful, gentle and graceful brother, Professor Lakwendra Singh, and all of you. I'm so sorry that I missed. I had everything ready, the ticket, everything, but just some accident happened. But next time, I hope I'll be able to see you sooner than later. And let's keep in touch. And I saw the program, and it's an excellent program. I'm sorry I missed it because I would have had excellent discussions with all of you. And let's continue this wonderful work that you're doing. I'll just say a few brief points about agriculture in Africa. What I say mainly, my main message, is that there is a real need to revision, redesign, re-engineer African development path. As it is, it's not going to go well. There needs to be a very important acknowledgement of the constraints that and the environment that Africa faces globally, and also an appreciation of the specific context and the specific history and the specific situation that Africa is in at the moment. And this realization of dealing with and responding to the global challenges that Africa faces, and acknowledging and building upon without rejecting its own context, is critically important. These combinations are very, very important. If that is what is acknowledged, what we should do is, when we address issues as important as agriculture, where the majority of the people of Africa, something like 65% of the African population, still is said to live in the agrarian condition. It's not only Africa. Even they say, for example, that something like 1.4 billion people of the world live in the agricultural zone of the world, which makes agriculture extremely important, and it's critical how we transform it. And the models we had for agricultural transformation was the 19th century. We had the Danish one, which is a cooperative model, and the American land-grant colleges, and the Green Revolution that came, for example, in India, in Mexico, in the Philippines. All these things we had. But now we are in a very difficult developmental situation. We cannot continue to develop as the climate and the situation and the environment and the context of the globe was as a time when we had the land-grant colleges, the green industrial revolution, the green transformation of agriculture, and the setting up like land-grant colleges like the US did. We cannot continue to do this, because we now are facing what is called the fourth industrial revolution. And the fourth industrial revolution means the digital age is upon us. Things are transforming in a different way, and this has impact on how even we transform agriculture, manufacture, and services, how we connect them. It's a very interesting challenge we have. It's an intellectual challenge. It's also a challenge for all of us to actually see how we can actually transform the well-being of people and protect the well-being of nature at the same time, and how do we go about it. So my suggestion is that we can think of alternative ways by which we can transform agriculture. If the linear path of development of transforming agriculture into manufacturing services, this kind of linear path, with the logic of catching up and leapfrogging, all these possibilities are there. Fine, people can try them. But I think what I would suggest for the African context is not to go through this linear path. I would prefer that we go through what I call a co-evolutionary path, where the opportunity of transforming agriculture must not be just creating manufacture. It can also be modernizing agriculture, where all the people who work in agriculture can actually have the livelihood that the urban population have. It can also be transported back to the rural areas. Something like that we need to think, a co-evolution, where all the health, the education, all the sanitation, all the activities that are required for making people live a very decent life are also integrated and included in the agricultural setting. I want something like that, some new approach, some new idea, some new vision is, I think, necessary. Why I say this is also because a lot of the thinking, of the theoretical ideas that came when colonialism occurred, it was the dominant thinking came from the West, and after colonialism left, what they call development theory came. Now development theory is now very old, but much of development theory has not really generated or developed or helped to transform agriculture. We still have a predominantly agrarian economy, mineral-based and agrarian economy in Africa. So what it means is the thinking, even the way the theories that were developed were not helpful. We now have other theories. For example, we had the productive power approach, theoretical approach, that came from Friedrich List, from a German thinker. We also have from India, we have Amartya Sen's capability based theory, where he really wanted entitlement, capability, empowerment, enablement to be part of the process of development, where he thought that the thematic deficiency of the whole development thinking or development theories can be redressed or addressed with a different, by adding new ideas like development and freedom and so on. Those things are there, and now we are also thinking of adding new thought through innovation system. And some people now are saying, instead of the national system of innovation, we could actually add what we call the agricultural system of innovation. So the unit of innovation system analysis now is reduced to agriculture rather than to nation. And now some people are thinking, let's use the innovation system approach. But the interesting question is, innovation system cannot just be taken, mimicked, and applied. A way to do it might be to critique it first. Exactly how will it do something different that development theory failed to do? How could we also do through innovation system something new is what we're asking. And I now suggest that it's not good to just rely on innovation system and making an agriculture innovation system. A more interesting approach would be to try to transform agriculture. Then this is the main contribution I want to make, and this is what I will contribute. I've been thinking about it, and this is what comes. We need to add what I call green social entrepreneurship approach to transforming agriculture, making agriculture green, and also a social entrepreneurship culture must be embedded to transform the agrarian context, where the value added from agrarian products and agrarian contexts and the whole environment can be transformed. So we should add creativity, innovation, green social entrepreneurship. If we combine this and transform agriculture, we are in a new world. And I would like the African agrarian economy try to be transformed by what I call the creative, innovative, green social entrepreneurship approach. What I would like to write is a book on what I call, what Chris Freeman called the economies of hope. I prefer now to write for Africa the innovative, green social entrepreneurship of hope for transforming African agriculture. That is my main message for you. Congratulations. Have a great conference, and looking forward to continue the long-term relationship, brotherly and sisterly relationship with my India that when I was in JNU, I called a civilization. Don't reduce India to a nation. Don't fight nationalism, anti-nationalism. Be above it, be overall, imagine it in a different way. So say hello to this civilization land of yours, India. Thank you very much.